evening, November Foxtrot. Welcome. Oh. Hi Ryan, hi Fresh Meat, hi Stephen, hi Digger, hi Kenny, hi BioBridge.
Did you like that?
It was very good, Kenny. I loved it.
I've got this angel
Matthew
thing,
McCarthy.
so I thought I'd come down from heaven above.
Hi Dale, Kieran, Adventures of Sulu. Hi.
We are allowed to drink beer on this podcast, aren't we?
You are more than welcome to drink beer, Kenny. You can drink as much beer as you like.
We encourage it.
Hi Pegasus. Hi Will. Hi Rachel. Hi David. Oh, it's a busy evening tonight. Everyone's on. Good evening. I will just start by pointing out the very obvious that I have a massive lump on my lip. So for anybody watching the show on Facebook or YouTube, hi Lance.
Hello.
He got it from kissing all the boys. If you kiss too many boys, you get lumps in your lip.
Yes, quite clearly.
Especially if they don't want to be kissed.
Yeah. It was David, his brother. Mark was like, "Oh, please, David, kiss me."
Oh, if it only didn't hurt quite so much as it does. Hi, Steve Walker. Basically, I bit my lip yesterday. I woke up to it this morning, and now my entire underside of my jaw aches as well.
You're infected.
Yay! Yes, David did it. David beat me.
Got the mump.
How are you all?
Good.
All right, getting there.
Tremendous.
Had a wicked weekend away at Rift. It was awesome. Buzzing.
Yes, Kenny, you need to come to the next one.
I know. All I've heard everyone bang on how great it was. It's like, why do I never go to the great ones?
We went to that event together. I'm not going to name names, but we went.
Yeah.
Right, the one where I left early.
Yeah.
That one. Okay.
About an hour, wasn't it?
Yeah. There. Okay. Hi guys. Nice to see you. This is shit. Goodbye. I can't say that. I'm about to run my first ever event, and that could happen. So I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, I don't think your camera's on, Andy. I think it's the.
It's definitely on because I can do that.
Oh yeah, it's really pixelated, mate.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like you've been licking. It's like you've been licking the camera, and it's just dry with your phlegm on it.
I can lick cameras. I like a little bit of window licking. Okay.
We're not telling you what event it was, Ed. Stay away.
Yeah.
But I think
we're
yeah,
it could be Jizz.
We're obviously joined tonight by. Yeah. We're joined tonight by Kenny from Empire Airsoft to chat about all things Empire Airsoft and the new venture Empire Events, with the new event that's coming up in the next few weeks. But first, let's roll into some news.
I take my gun and I go, pew, 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 pew.
News. Well, that was a smooth segue. Does he have a new background?
Nope, it's the old one. Just thought I like to mix it up a little bit.
Mix it up.
Mix up.
Fair enough. So first news, Lance, you had.
Oh yeah, so I saw a little comment today, or a little, I suppose a little snippet. I'm going to quickly brief after all the nonsense that came after that in our chat before the show. Here we go. So Driverwood Airsoft, located just off the M23, skirmish site sort of thing. And they said, good evening all. As of the 3rd of June, we at Driverwood will be implementing some minor rule changes. These rule changes are designed to improve the experience for all. Now the first rule is DMRs will be restricted to one shot in the air at any one time, in addition to the current minimum engagement distance of 25 metres. And the second rule is a rate of fire limit of 25 rounds per second, with the exception of dedicated LMG support weapons. Rate of fire will be tested at chrono and throughout the day or in the field. We welcome these changes and appreciate not all of them will be liked. However, the feedback from monitoring games has felt that these rule changes will have an overall positive impact on players' day. So I agree with obviously the DMR one, and I did comment on there, and I said that that's a sort of like a pretty much the same rule across most of the sites I've played at, where you don't release your second round until the first round's impacted.
You shouldn't be
DMR.
spamming the trigger on a DMR.
Exactly, with DMR, exactly that. I didn't really agree with the rate of fire rule. All I said was, to simplify it, is just lock everyone to semi-auto, apart from LMGs. Then no one's got to mess about with their guns and try and reduce the rate of fire. Just lock it to semi. And just be a bit more cautious with your trigger pulls and stuff like that.
I think at that site you'd get some issues because there's quite a lot of new players there, and people want to run around full auto. So it's not like a film sim, mil sim site, is it?
No, that's it. But I think but then again, from the response, an awful lot of people are saying, "Well, I'm going to have to completely change my kit now to get it down to that rate of fire."
Yeah.
You know,
Which isn't,
who've been playing there for a long time. Do you know what I mean? I thought, well, rather than having to mess around with your guns and potentially have to buy stuff or remove stuff that you've put in there, like aftermarket stuff, surely just keeping it on semi and just going bang, 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 bang with the trigger is a lot easier than having loads of work done on a gun that's only for that one site. Another site, it might not be 25 rounds per second, it might be more than that. So, you know, what do? Do you carry different setups for each different site you go to?
It's going to be a hard thing to police as well, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. So, I don't
Just
know.
like, oh no, you've got 26 rounds per second. Just like,
Yeah.
Sitting there counting.
Naughty,
1, 2, 3, 4,
naughty.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
have I?
10.
So,
Sorry.
just take it up to 25.5.
I do also understand why they're trying to implement it, though. You know, it's very overkill can be insane when you're getting guns shooting like in fast. You know,
Definitely.
because if you tag someone and it's like a short trigger burst, they're still getting, you know, insane amounts of BBs into their ear holes.
Especially if you've got like a high rate of fire, you know, if you talk like sort of PPSH, which just goes, and you're like,
So I get it,
shit.
but yeah,
I just think, just semi. I used to run semi-automatic all the time.
love a semi, don't you?
Love it. Nursing
I mean, to be fair, this probably applies to just the skirmishes they hold there.
I'm guessing so, yeah. Yeah, I'm guessing so, mate. Rolf, tell that dog.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Dog
my dog's
agrees.
just barking.
The dog agrees with me.
But I can't tell them off because they kind of want them to bark because that's one of their jobs. So.
Yeah, not during podcasts, sorry.
Yeah, I know. Can't show them up.
Dale says, that's no fun. Everyone loves to hold the trigger in the maze. Stephen says, semi is practical, Lance.
It is.
Which, having now met Stephen, I can imagine him saying that with a little smirk on his face.
Yes. And a quick spin and he walks off, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Quick flick of the
Fresh
heels and
meat
away
to
he
me,
goes.
if your rate of Fresh meat says to me, if your rate of fire is 30 plus RPS, you're out to hurt people.
Go on, Wayne. Always fighting the good fight forever.
Rage says, why would you want more than 25 rounds per second though on full auto? A half-second trigger pull would mean 12 rounds hit you in the face. And I think
exactly.
that's ultimately the point.
I see, like, with Pegasus, he said semi be a better option. Force people to pick the shots. You know, that is like key, isn't it? I think that's so much more tactical when people are out there trying to pick their shots, not just spraying. Or the other thing is, it sounds like this sounds like a right Karen, but if you've got an insane rate of fire and you do pepper someone in the face, and it breaks their eye pro, where are the rest of the BBs going? Do you know what I mean? Yep. Eye pro's gone, BBs in the eye. Like it's,
you get there's a lot more satisfaction, I think, as well, with a single shot of just being able to go pink and it goes donk and hits someone. Yeah. Just think, gotcha, bosh, one hit.
Yeah, it only takes one BB, doesn't it? It takes one BB to put someone out.
Exactly, bosh.
Bosh in the head.
Unless they're cheaters, and then if they're cheaters, you've got to put more in.
Yeah, cheaters, and you have to lace the shit out.
But this is what I don't understand. We pay to shoot people, so if someone's not going to call their hits, then I just get to shoot someone even more.
Extra more.
Extra.
Well, so Ryan makes a good point. Semi-only makes LMGs a better reason to have them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because especially on skirmish day when you've got M4s running around with like box mags and drum mags, and everyone's cutting about with an LMG, basically, regardless of the rate of fire. Do you know what I mean? So.
Can we just abbreviate it to ROF, please? Because it's just
ROF. Gareth Tunstall says, if you sign the waiver, you're fair game to be shot.
Yeah, but Gareth Tunstall's a bully, and we need to just cover this quickly, okay? This guy, Gareth Tunstall, he's a bully.
Kenny's comments are no way affiliated with the November Foxtrot podcast. All things are being said currently are opinions only, nothing to do with
He's a good customer of mine, and he's actually become quite a good friend. He's a good guy, but he is. Everyone calls him
just a big bully.
Just a big bully. Yeah, he's a nice guy, but he does like causing pain. When he sends me his when he's been out for the day, he never posts these clips, but he just sends them to me. They're for his own sick, twisted satisfaction. He watches him hitting people in the face and going, ugh, and then he sends them to me. So yeah, and every time I say you're evil and you're a horrible man, but he doesn't care.
Horrible evil man, nasty, nasty Gareth.
I don't understand.
Running a gas blowback, you can't afford to spam the trigger. So I used one for the first ever time out when I played at that event at Battle Lakes, and I was so scared to pull the trigger. I'm like, oh, these BBs are so precious.
I've only got 34 left.
Someone runs up at me and I'm just like, oh.
Any other news this week? We obviously attended Shift Your Riffs. I'll let Andy talk about that, but I will just.
I was marshalling. It's down at Lance.
That's fine. You still.
No,
sort of,
I didn't get much
you,
sleep, so I
I
didn't
guess
really know
taking
what
the
was
lead
going
in
on.
terms of getting us there. Steve says, "Hi guys, thanks for all attending and supporting Shift Your Riffs. Hope you had a good one. I'll catch you on the pod ASAP.
No
We'll
worries.
catch up on the pod. Sorry,
Steve, I
ASAP.
wish I was there, man.
It was good. It was well good. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I'm going to publicly say it. I think we should have Empire there instead of Combat UK. There you go. Publicly said it. But
Don't say stuff like that. No, we can all go there. We can all be
We
there
can all
together.
go there, and we just lovely, just
and
be
co-
lovely. Well, I brought a gun case there, and I brought a heavy duty coat hanger.
the heavy duty
yes.
coating is quite impressive.
It
A
was.
tough hook.
Or a
Is that what
tough
it's called?
hook, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it a heavy duty coat hanger.
I was just wondering if it, because Tough Hook's a brand. I was wondering if it was a Tough Hook.
I think it is. I think it is that, but I've never owned one, so I didn't know what it was called. I just saw it. Oh, my mate Dan's got one of them. for
Chunky
his plate
coat hanger.
So I'm going to get a heavy duty coat hanger to hang my heavy duty coats on.
One question, Lance, I was asked
Allowed
this
to put
weekend.
any sort of light rain mac on there. It's just
Yeah,
not-
exactly. It's a stupidly big one. It's like Hagrid's overcoat.
One question that someone asked me, Lance, this weekend was, have you actually sold your Warrior DCS yet?
No.
Okay, there you go.
Did
Facts
you get
found.
anyone ask
Who-
you,
what,
did
someone
you
wanna
get
buy
anyone
it?
ask you why you don't have any facial hair?
Oh, no, hang on, I can sort that out, because I knew you were coming on the show.
Excellent. Oh my God, where's your beard? Excellent.
I'm very Amish now, I'm just
You
saying.
are,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to start calling you Jebediah from now on.
This is what Julian Banjo looks like.
This is Julian Jebediah Banjo. He's going to get us a couple
Julian.
of songs off the back of the wagon. I'm going to get you a huge straw hat to go with that. Awesome.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
But yeah, I knew you were coming on, Kenny, and I knew that that's an ongoing joke. So, there you go.
Can Amish play airsoft though?
Can we put Stephen Whitehead in the sin bin for his I got a Northern Ireland Patrol pack for £15? Yeah. Came straight over to us and rubbed it in our faces, didn't he?
Yeah. He's like, oh, I got.
They're like gold dust, mate. I can't believe you got it for that price. Absolute git.
To be fair, there was some good deals.
There was.
Your gun case was a steal.
My gun case was a
So was
steal.
it? What was it? Was it like a boot fair, or were there shops there, or what was it? I don't know.
There was both. There was all those things. All those
Oh,
things you just
all
said
Oh, right.
was
So
there.
was everyone just like camped up? Did you just pop? Could you drive up and then just have a stand
Yeah.
like next to your car
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
camp
pretty
there?
much.
Literally.
and
Yeah,
camp
camp
there.
there.
Oh,
And
awesome!
like-
That must have been good. Yeah. So they kind of do
Express
that at
yourself
NAF.
through
Like
the
you see a
medium
few
of
people
dance,
doing it at NAF. Was
do
it
anything
just
you
like a
want to
more
do.
organised version of that?
Yeah,
Yes.
much better.
Yeah.
I've not even been there yet, and
Oh.
I think it's probably going to be.
Yeah, so having
very
been
good.
to both now, I would say that the National Airsoft Festival is more festival rather than boot fair. And I would say Shift Your, and that's not a negative thing, but Shift Your Riffs I think really does well with the boot fair element.
There isn't a
um,
boot fair at
in that
NAE,
it's-
though, is there?
Yeah, I don't think NAE.
Yeah,
was
so you've got the
have a boot
capability, you
fair.
can set up stands and stuff.
No,
Yeah, but I don't
so
think
okay.
it really
NA
meant. I don't
no.
think it's like promoted, is it? I think it's just people taking the
No.
piss. They're like, I'm camping,
NAE
setting up, and
is
selling
like-
some gear.
Yeah.
It's like walking through the town in Egypt where they just set up
Everyone
You go
harasses
to-
you.
and they're like dragging you in. Come buy my stuff. No, piss
Yeah.
off. I'm going to the pyramid.
You want to buy a tactical fez?
Yeah.
So the 10 kilos of coriander powder I brought then is going to be no good for NAE. Oh, I was getting right into
No,
it.
you
I
have
thought it was
to
like a
come
role
next year.
playing sort of thing.
No, I mean, I played the event, and I must say that whilst I'm not a huge fan of skirmishing, I really liked the site. I found it was really well run as an event. Probably the only criticisms, if I had to say any, was the safety brief was quite long.
Yeah,
But-
but you can never be too safe.
No, well, I think
Safety
it has to be long
first.
for a reason, because obviously at that event you've obviously got a lot of people from every level of airsoft. So, you know, you've got people there with the rentals. I loved the South African guy who was doing the rentals, because the way that he was like talking to them, he was like, I can't do a South African accent, but he's like, you know,
Please
make sure
try.
you do this.
Please try.
And
Well,
it
and this will
sounds,
get you
I
into
don't
hot
reckon
water. Try
anybody
it.
didn't listen to him.
He's got a
Sorry, we
soothing
weren't
voice,
listening
hasn't
because you weren't doing it in the South African accent. So
Yeah,
please
just,
go
it was just gobbledygook you come out with then.
again.
Oh, okay.
No, come on.
I can't do a South African accent.
Come on, 'cause this
got
will
to
get
do
you in
the
hot water.
You've got to
Who
insult
wants to hear it in
them.
the chat?
Oh.
Anyone in the chat wants to hear
It
Mike
was-
do a South African accent?
Yeah, do a thumbs up if you want. If you want.
Is that
Mike to-
Eric's owner? I can't remember the chap's name now. Eric the dog. Is it Eric?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
his
yeah.
owner. Yeah.
Absolutely lovely guy. Because I was talking to him, I was saying, you know,
Oh, Chewie.
literally, you could say "Have a nice day" in a South African accent, and it can sometimes still come across as very aggressive.
It's
good.
Yes. So he's not going to do it then. I guess you just completely
I
assisted
know.
out of it.
What a
Yeah,
bitch.
it's just.
I know, he's just because you got punched in the face.
But no, it was a good event. It was a really, really good event. I'll definitely be going next year. I
definitely
sold
wanna
a
go.
sniper rifle. So I sold my
Illegally?
Ares Amoeba
Ares?
striker.
Aras.
They're a great little rifle.
Aras, sniper rifle.
Don't say that. So I sold
There
that
was
and
a
I bought a
debate how
GSR
you
gas
pronounce
mask,
Oh,
which was
What
very
a good-
nice.
what a good swap.
That's what I thought. I was very excited.
Okay.
I
So-
bought a
Yeah,
gun
it's good.
case for
It's good.
£35, which apparently is worth nearly £500. When I looked
Yeah.
it up online, I was like,
What?
that's a bit of a bargain. Yeah, the only thing missing out of it was the internal foam, which I've since put in. So I bought two layers of pick and pluck foam or something, whatever it's called, the square stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a
good.
couple of sheets of that for £15 to go in there. So £50 all round for a nearly £500 rifle case that holds
I
my
think
DMR and my M4 and my pistol and my mags.
It holds
So I've got
everything,
big
doesn't it?
plans for that. What?
It holds everything. That does
It holds everything.
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 Amazing. Amazing.
I think the best person who got the best deal for the weekend.
License buy a gun case. No. I bought a rifle case,
Yeah.
Terry.
Was
I bought a musket case, Terry. It's
musket.
it's made of cowhide and
long
and
enough, I'll tell you.
ivory press studs.
Oak.
I'm trying to think of old things that would be made into a rifle case. And oak, yes, oak.
Oh, I'm dribbling. Sorry.
It's your punch lip.
It is.
Adrian, Rocky.
Tony Pony got the best
Um,
deal. He got a jacket for £30. Brand new. They're $723 or something
What
stupid.
was going on there? Was it just people with loads of money just
Just
bought
deals
loads
to be had,
just
mate.
selling
Prizes to
stuff
be won.
for
Yeah.
cheap?
Fun
Just
house.
going,
It was.
you know what? This is worth £1,000. Have it for a tenner.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah, man.
sounds good.
It's awesome.
You should come along.
See, you see a lot of airsoft boot fairs and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes you get sort of a lot of kit that doesn't really go, and they're sort of there all day. But quite a lot of the stands was selling out stuff.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Because people save up.
and we
for it, 'cause
obviously had a
it's-
stand as well.
Yep.
We did.
We weren't selling nothing, no, so we never sold out of anything. Best way to be.
Yeah.
You've not got anything to sell to start. Yeah, don't have anything to sell to start with, and you'll never run out.
It looks like Michael selling blowjobs, so
Yeah, rubbish ones though, but that's why he got punched.
That was that.
it's not worth 50p.
Tobacco
That was out on
good
the
to
field.
pack it out. I'll pack out my rifle case with Backy for you, Terry. Look, Major Winter's footlocker where Thingy hides his booze in there. I'll hide Terry's Backy for him.
We So for those that were there, we obviously had a stand. We had a press up competition with a full loaded Bergen on. So we're seeing how many press ups you could do in a minute. I think the highest was 55, 57,
55
something like that.
by Hulk Dad did it for 55.
Old Dad, he was a
Hulk
mental.
Dad. Absolute beast of a man.
And then we gave him the smallest plate carrier going for him to
Yeah,
squeeze his
and he won
massive
that,
body
yeah.
into.
We did promise to send. We did get pictures. I don't know who took pictures. I think David took pictures. We need to get them.
I've got some photos.
Yeah, we need to get them.
Did you get a lot of people in to come over? Did you get a lot of foot traffic? People finding out about the podcast?
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, yeah, it's
think
great. Well,
we did, yeah.
these two. One was Andy was away driving around in motorbike, cars and stuff, and armored vehicles, and Mike was just running around in the game zone. So I was holding the helm.
Right,
at the,
I was
you were
playing
doing the
airsoft.
work.
I wasn't just
So I was
having
doing
a
all the
run
work, basically. Yeah, I just went up there to do all the work. And met loads of people,
We
loads
did
of
end up doing a
cool
lot of
people, loads of chin wagging,
that's good.
loads of chatting,
It's good.
giving
Do you
away
know what?
stickers and lollipops.
I've said you guys have been doing this. Everyone tries this and then stops or whatever, and you guys have continued to do it. So it's
No,
nice
it's
if
good
it
fun.
keeps getting traction.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, it was really good. It was good to meet some wicked people. And it was quite good because where we were set up, we were directly opposite the main entrance and exit from the game zone. And literally every time people came out, I didn't see one like, oh, I ain't going back in there. This is happening, that's happening. Everyone was just coming out beaming. Granted, they were coming out knackered, but they were coming out happy. They had a wicked time, you know, going back out.
What game did they play? I'm intrigued to see what game.
I don't know, I think it was just, I don't know, Mike, was it scenarios based and stuff? Or?
So I would say it was quite battle simmy in terms of there were sort of general objectives throughout the day. There wasn't so much a kind of, well, I didn't see sort of timed missions or anything like that. I know NAF or NAE, they do sort of timed missions like 10 o'clock, you got to go and collect something from over there. They seem to be more sort of morning missions and then afternoon missions, and then they sort of switch around so you get to experience different parts of the site.
How many teams?
Oh, sorry?
Teams.
Oh, different teams.
Excuse me?
Oh, teams. There were 2 teams, red and blue.
Are you fucking simple? What did you say, Kenny?
There were 2 teams. There was red and blue. Although it would have helped because at one point I know the. I'm not sure, Andy. You're probably better placed for that.
How many players did it? How many players?
Andy's like, what was the question?
So on the Saturday we had 380, I think it was, that booked on to play, and then on the Sunday I think we had just over 400.
Wow, Jesus!
Yeah,
really
so
good.
2 big days.
I bet that was awesome. Yeah,
it was good, and it was
they
a wicked site as well.
They must have done a very good job running that. If to have that many players and no one coming out saying that is shit. Do you know what I mean?
Not that I saw, mate. And literally, I was directly opposite all day.
That's a
directly
lot
opposite
of
the
people
gates.
To keep happy, you know.
Lots of happy chappies and ladies.
That's good. Just from what I've heard from everyone online, this vibe sounded really good. Do you know what I mean? Like a real good, happy vibe.
It was cool, man. And really cool.
Now then, I'm like, I hate that I missed that, because they're the sort of. I really don't really go to airsoft really for the airsoft. I only really go for the vibe, you know, just to meet people, have a chat. Everyone's happy. Everyone's in a good mood. No egos, no dickheads. You know, loads of blowjobs from Mike, and that's what I go for.
Yeah.
Goes without saying, doesn't it? There he goes. That's
there
55 beast dad, I'm calling him.
What hero?
That was funny. I said, yeah, hold the plate carrier up level with your shoulder, and I'm not in the picture.
6 legs.
There we go. I know I'm in it. Woohoo! But yeah, absolute legend of a man. Lovely guy. Yeah.
What was in that tent?
Was Andy?
That was the beer
That
tent.
was the beer tent.
Was it?
So we were set up opposite the beer tent, directly opposite us, and then to our right was the food tent. I was like, this is perfect.
I secured a good position for us.
Mike and Andy are like, you going to be all right on your own? I said, yeah, I reckon I'll fucking manage.
Yeah.
Come back at lunchtime and I'll just sit there absolutely shit-faced for a hot dog. I've given away everything.
To one person.
Yeah. This is God walking around just covered in November Foxtrot stickers. He attacked me.
With a hot dog.
That's actually why Mike got punched.
I had to get them all back. It's a nightmare.
Ed said he really liked the vehicle drop-offs. Explain.
Yeah, so there was obviously vehicles on site, which, as I say, Andy's there in one of them. Oh, you can read all of my messages now.
There you go.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. You see pictures of Mike with his breasts out. You weren't meant to see that. You were not meant to.
I didn't put that one on there. That's fine. So this was Ethel, wasn't it, Andy?
Yep, that's Ethel. That's the site. I can never say it. CVRT, which can hold up to 6 people.
Wait, they must have put some money into this joint to get these.
Man, they had like 3 Snatch Land Rovers, a tank, fucking that, some Russian stuff, a Pinsgauer. It was cool. Yeah.
So we had 2 pins, 2 snatches, 1 snatch that didn't go out onto the field. We had a very rare, what do they call, Scarab vehicle.
Oh yeah.
There's only 2 in publicly owned, and this bloke that supplied of these vehicles owns both of them.
Oh, what? So did they bring these for the event? They don't own these vehicles?
No, so the Ethel there that's in front of us, Rift, owns that one, and the 2 snatches and 1 of the pins.
Fucking British Army, man. Look, James Hamilton's put it. Combat vehicle, reconnaissance, tracked. Not a tracked reconnaissance combat vehicle. No, can't call it that. That's stupid. Let's put it all arse about face.
What did I say? I did say CVRT, didn't I? Did I?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, combat vehicle,
did,
reconnaissance tracked. But, combat vehicle, reconnaissance tracked. Is that what that is? Yes.
So
it
yeah,
sounds
that
really
was
cool.
that was good. We
Cream
had that
face,
going round.
I played
camouflage.
at a site before, and I won't mention names, but I had a terrible day, and they had vehicles, and it ruined the whole thing. But this sounded cool. Do you know what I mean? Like what they did there.
Yeah, all the vehicles have a set route and set plans. We split the 2 snatches onto each team.
Whenever you say snatch,
Sorry.
it's like,
Sorry,
I must
it's
say, there
Mark
was a
throughout the
lov-
whole weekend. Every time he said the word snatch, he was like, "Oh, I love that snatch. I love a bit of snatch."
Well, there was a lovely bit. There was a lovely snatch
Lovely bit of
right,
snatch.
right opposite me. I was staring. Yeah, lovely snatch over there. Nice snatch. Just shouting that out now and again. Just people going. Oh, there, look, Land Rover, lovely.
Land Rover.
It was good though. It was really good. I mean, the vehicle drop-offs were something I'd never experienced before at an event. So we've had like whatever the flatbed trucks are called, Hiluxes.
flatbed trucks.
Yeah.
Is it
So I've
is
not
it
been
rude?
getting.
Snatch.
Is it rude if I just run to the kitchen and get another beer?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No, go for it.
Because then we can talk about you.
Okay.
Yeah,
go on.
bring me one.
All right.
Stephen
what a
Whitehead said I climbed into a snatch.
Yeah, I did.
Yes, Steve, we did. And I found
weren't quite
a
spacious
Northern
in the
Ireland
back.
patrol pack in there.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Did Stephen? I don't think Stephen jumped into Ethel though.
No, well, once he jumped into this first snatch, I think he'd had enough by then.
Yeah. Not many people jumped into old Ethel.
So we had a chance to try out the driver's seat in Ethel as well, and that was hard
That was
getting it out of.
entertaining.
Yeah, that video.
Yeah.
And this is how babies are born.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, watching Mike trying to climb out of that hatch was like watching Ace Ventura trying to squeeze himself out the back of a rubber rhino. So funny.
I'm not even kidding. My core from neck down to my my belly button was just aching the next day. I was so sore because it's
Sorry.
like,
Full
oh, I'm
workout,
not used
mate.
to this. I know.
Well, and plus you did do 10 push-ups with a burger on.
Yeah,
Did do
you
10.
Fair play. I didn't do any. I didn't
You
do
were
any
just
at all.
pushing up on the people.
I was doing what?
You're just pushing it on other people.
Oh, I thought you said you were just pushing up on other people.
Yeah.
I was like,
You were doing that as well.
hello. Yeah,
Right,
I'm
let's
not sure
end
what day of
the
week it
news.
was.
Fundamentally, Shifter Riffs, really good event. Highly recommend going next year. I think we can all agree.
Absolutely going next year. Can't wait. Fantastic. Good on you,
will
Shifty
do
Riffs.
both days as well. I promise.
Andy, you got a message from Kay. Hello, Andy. It's Caden. I can say I had the best day ever since my first
hello,
day, and everything was just perfect.
Oh, brilliant.
There you go.
Glad you enjoyed it, mate. Yeah.
That's a
So,
sweet.
I must
job on
admit, I
everything.
did have like pride of place view of Andy doing marshallings. It's very impressive.
Oh,
With my
was it?
husband.
Just
Was
saw
he
him
running
there with
around
his high vis
doing
on.
the
Just-
He's very authoritarian when he needs to be.
Oh god, yeah, just dishing out the orders. Guys, yeah, you're not gonna get inside the gates unless you're here in 2 minutes. Let's go. Briefing started, motherfuckers.
Well, it's like,
Andy, I've never heard you speak like that.
And then he'd turn around and go, "Hi."
yeah. And then I saw like,
Yeah, as soon as they get to the gate, it's like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it.
I was just trying to be big in front of my friend.
yeah. I was trying to do it in front of the boss in case he sees me. Yeah, it was good. No, it's a wicked event all round. It was quality, and the food was the burgers. I got to mention the burgers.
Who
Oh,
did
man.
the food? Was it like an events company? Or?
No, just on site. Just the on site staff
Really?
did the burgers,
Yeah,
man.
the
Yeah,
on-
they're like a
Mate, this
kitchenette
place
sort of
literally
thing.
sounds like the dream, doesn't it?
Double patty burger with
Oh, you
bacon
like
and
that,
cheese
didn't
in. Well, fuck. Ryan can confess to how amazing these cheeseburgers were. They were the best burgers. The best burgers. They were very nums. Yes.
They had a curry in the evening as well. I didn't have a chance to try that, but they had the Gurkhas were there selling curry and running the beer tent
Really?
afterwards,
Oh, but that's not-
Oh, wicked.
which looked and smelt pretty good. So,
Wicked.
yeah, it was pretty good.
just want to end on
Beer
this
tent was
photo.
expensive
Oh.
though. £5 a
How much was the beer tent?
£5 a
Oh,
pint?
okay.
What, the entire beer tent or just like the lager inside?
No, just a pint. It was last year. It was £2.50. Inflation.
£5.
sucks.
£5. Is it actual beer? It's not like someone just tipping it in a can in.
No, it was proper draft beer.
That was
£5
mine and
fair.
that was me and
That's not fair.
2023.
me and James's meal on the
I
Saturday.
still pay
evening,
£3.80 down the pub.
if you're interested, Mike.
Inflation. What pub do you go to? You go to some, you're at an airsoft event. Let's get the beer there.
Yeah.
That me and James had ribeye steaks on the Saturday
nice.
evening, and he went to the fish and chip shop and brought us a large portion of chips, and I cooked filled mushrooms with ribeye steak and a bit of salad.
Can I just say one thing? I reckon I could look at their faces, guys. Look at their faces, right, and look at those smiles. I could go through both of their Instagrams and Facebooks and find loads of pictures of them, their families, their misses, and everything else. You will never see them smile like that.
I was just going to say,
the families aren't there.
Has a
They've
rather
got no
unfortunate
stress.
bulge
They're
in his
eating
trousers as
steaks
well.
or burgers. Look at them. They're having the
That's
best
not
time.
unfortunate. That's completely intentional. I'm stood opposite a strapping soldier eating steak.
That's what
I
I'm
know
saying. Look,
what's
look
not to like about that picture. Mike tried it and got punched. That's why he's. Love
that is cute. Oh my God,
And there you
Lance,
go.
I've never seen you like that.
All three of us on a
is
snap.
the best. Yeah. All three of us
That's
on
beautiful.
Snatch.
I really wish you did the hear no evil, see no evil thing though. That'd have been
Oh, we missed out on that one.
Yeah, to be fair, that took long enough to
crazy.
orchestrate just that photo.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. It took me about 20 minutes to get on the front tyre of the fucking sit on the spare.
Sit on snatch.
Yeah, just had to get comfy on the Snatch before I had a photograph taken with it.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Look, you've got Daniel Brewer, Lance, so you must have done some good work. Evening all. Sorry I'm late. Good to meet you all at the weekend. He probably
Daniel
didn't know
Brewer.
about the
Daniel.
podcast. So you got
No,
one.
he did.
Absolute,
He's popped
absolute
in.
legend of a man.
You got one.
Thanks for
new
taking
guy.
part in the lollipops as well, mate. My lollipop contest that we had going. I think he might have been the first guy to sign up for it, actually. First pound, maybe.
Which, by
think
the
it
way,
was,
thank
yeah.
you to everyone who did participate
Oh, yeah,
in that, because all
definitely.
the proceeds of that go towards helping to fund the podcast and sort
Absolutely.
of putting it
Helping
towards.
to fund. Mike's having a new extension, guys, so it's helping to fund.
Helping to fund Mike's plastic surgery to rebuild his
I need-
bottom lip.
I need a new face.
Adrian!
Yeah, face-off technology is really expensive.
It looks like Tom Cruise out of Vanilla Sky.
No, he looks like the Doom character. He looks like
something very horrible.
he looks like the old Doom character about halfway through the game, didn't he? You'll be like, you'll
Thanks,
see him
guys.
next week like that. Yeah, first bit of the surgery's over.
Excellent.
But yeah, no, it was really appreciated everyone who contributed. So thank you very much for that.
Yes, nice one. All.
Thank you very much.
Marvellous.
Didn't
good
go
to
over to
meet
my
some
back alley
listeners.
lip filler.
Good to meet some listeners that don't normally make it live as well.
Yes.
Who then popped over. The paramedics. Apparently he listens to us. I forgot his
Yes.
name.
I can't remember his name now.
he
But
didn't
they
even
won. They
recognise
won a goodie bag between them.
They
The condiments package, bag of brown, basically.
See, it's
So
pretty
one more
cool
then.
because most people think, people only would watch this live, but I reckon you got so many people who watch it back. You know, like I did do
Hope
a
so.
podcast once upon a time about shooting, not airsoft, and I only did 2 episodes, but I had inundated of people messaging me. I never had anyone listen live at the time, but I had so many people messaging me going, "Man, you got to do another episode," because
It was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, they told me like they're sitting in their tractor or something listening to it, and I thought, "Fucking hell! What? You must have a sad life if you want to listen to me while you're at work." Do you know what I mean? Honestly, I was like, "Do you need help? I've got a counsellor. I can send you some numbers." You know, I was using it just to catch them. It's terrible. And this is why I'm so impressed with what you guys have done. You know, because I did 2 episodes and quit. So it's
What's
a lot
this
of
now?
work.
We on 129, 128.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
This is 128.
Yeah, 128.
Yeah, but you started a
128.
shop, Kenny, and now starting an events company. We haven't done that.
Yeah, but I'll probably quit that. No, I won't quit those. I'm joking. People, buy from the store. Buy from the store. I'm not shutting it anytime soon. It fucking run off all my money.
You do a DFS going out of business sale
Yeah.
every year.
Oh, look, we've got
Yeah,
a
we'll
couple
be
of
around
guys who
forever.
caught up now. Bio Bridge and Anthony's Airsoft. Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, lovely. Good to see it.
First time
Listen
listening
live.
to works bad enough. Trust. Yeah, I can imagine, mate. Work's just rubbish, isn't it? Why do we have to go to work? I had a
So we
lovely
can
day
make
today.
Anthony's-
Reviews.
Anthony said
Right,
it took
that
me
is
months of listening to
dedication.
the back catalogue whilst driving my truck. Only recently caught up and started listening live.
Fair play,
send
mate.
him
You're a
something.
fucking
Can you send
braver
him
man than
something?
I am.
Because he's if he's listened to all 127 episodes of You Twat, he deserves a
Yeah,
prize.
which on average are about an hour and a
You're
half.
not wrong.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely not wrong.
What
Fair
a
play,
hero.
sir.
That is Are you all right?
Dedication.
That's a solid 8 days of listening.
He must be chastising himself for something he's done wrong. That's why he's listened to every single one of them. He's gone to confession and the vicar's turned around and said, right, you need to listen to this.
Or
and then you'll
really,
be forgiven."
he lives in a mental hospital and he doesn't drive at all. He just pretends he has a job, and that's really
Sat there in the front room, just in a chair, like,
Yeah.
podcast.
He's drawn with crayons like pictures of you guys.
Purple
And,
crayons. Purple crayons. Yeah.
In all seriousness, Anthony, we really appreciate you listening to the podcast. Thank you.
Thank you. You're not alone.
Yeah. We do.
We can't have Kenny on again. He just upsets everyone.
Oh, yes, John. Good lad. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yes. Let's do that. John. Let's do that, mate.
Oh yes.
Right, John
That's
Smith.
enough about-
Don't you right, John Smith.
John Smith on the live on the chat, peddling his
Yeah,
wares.
but but don't you think whenever I see John Smith, I think, what a made-up name. Like, he's gone, oh, fuck, no, the police have pulled him over. I need to think of a name. And he's like, I'm not insured. John Smith.
John Smith.
So,
Absolutely.
fun fact on that front: when Guy Fawkes was arrested after, the gunpowder plot was obviously foiled, the police came to get him and they asked him his name, and he was like, "I'm
John
John
Smith.
Johnson."
John
So,
Johnson.
There you go,
John Johnson.
John Johnson. That's what he told
I'm
me his
not
name
John
was.
Smith.
John Johnson. Right, there we go, boys and girls.
Yeah, we've just
Remember that
lost
stat,
5
because it'll be a test in it next week.
All of them are John. All 5 listeners called John Smith. They're like,
Everyone's name's changed now. Everyone's called John Smith.
To be fair though, it's still
Good
better
one.
than when he insulted an entire country,
Who?
US and Canada. 2 countries he basically insulted. Wasn't
Oh, didn't you remember the who was there with the old James was there, Ryan, when Mike thought the what was it, Mike? What
I got a bit
did you make this
confused.
weekend with geography?
I thought the guy was from the Isle of Wight.
Oh yes, so
Thinking
Hayes
the Isle of Wight was
Airsoft,
Gibraltar.
who's from Gran Canaria. Mike thought he was from the Isle of Wight, which he thought the Isle of Wight was Gibraltar. Terry, I'll let you take the floor on this one to start with.
My geography is not the best historically, so there you go.
So when the Royal Marines refer to like the Rock as the Rock of Gibraltar, they're referring to the Isle of Wight.
But that's Alcatraz, isn't it? The Rock.
No, the Rock of Gibraltar. That's what they're referring to.
No, I've seen the film. It's
But
Alcatraz.
it's the Isle of Wight. Welcome to the Rock.
Right, let's
Oh,
go
we go back to Sean
Empire
Connery
events,
again.
'cause
Brilliant. Love it, Sean.
yeah,
I want to talk about Empire events.
Yes, Empire
Let's get
events.
on to this.
Yes.
Right,
Right.
so
Clean slate now, start
here
again.
There we
Welcome
go.
to the show.
20 players, 10 teams, sniper on the event with immersive point-based gameplay, external NPC stuff, and restricted ammo. Winners from each day will battle in the finals. Get ready for Empire Rising.
There we go. Cheeky little intro there.
That was really loud.
Pretty good.
So, I'll give you. The people know me. I'm pretty honest. So I fucked up. So straight away from the start. So I've never run events before, and I just thought it'd be a cool thing to do. I know loads of people who know quite a lot about events. I've played in quite a lot of Nielsen sort of events. So I thought, fuck it, let's give it a go.
Oh, hang on, that's the wrong one.
Oh, what happened?
Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so I thought, let's give it a go. And then, so I thought I'd start small, do a little event. I'm obviously come from a massive sniper background, so I thought I'd do just a sniper-only event. We used to play events which are similar years ago, called Sniper Ops. Sniper Ops, the events were called, and they're 2-man teams. You go out. This is based loosely on this, but it's, I think, more evolved and hopefully more open to anyone playing. I felt like I didn't want to feel like I was copying it, but you know how if you're going to do a sniper event, they're all going to be fairly similar because it's sniper v sniper. But I think it's going to be pretty good. So I've been going out with Lance, and Lance has obviously had like a huge input in this. Probably done more work on it than me.
Hello.
Of building this event, and we both know the ground. He knows the ground far better than I do. But you know, every day we keep moving forward, we're getting further and further, and we come up with great ideas. I genuinely think it's going to be good. I fucked up. This is where I go back to how I fucked up. So
Yes, tell me, 'cause
kind
I'm
of-
interested about this one.
I kind of told people there was an event happening, and they were like, "We're going to have this amazing event." No, so I opened up the event and said, "We're going to have an event," and then I didn't tell anyone anything for months. And then I went, "We're going to have this event," and it's in 2 weeks' time. So I haven't really left a lot of time between announcing it and doing some promotion, because then I also forget that no one actually knows who I am or who Empire are. And so I'm like, so now we've got a couple of weeks and it hasn't gone mad, because obviously people are busy. They've booked other things, or do you know what I mean? Or their girl partners have booked them into some stupid holiday that they shouldn't be going on. And so
I didn't think he was going to bring that up.
but I'm pretty sure about it. But but I do think it's going to be great. So yeah, what do you want to know?
Well, tell us the premise of the event. So obviously it's snipers.
Yeah.
Snippers.
But tell us more about so obviously it's just snipers at the event. There's limited tickets. So just give a brief kind of description of the event as a whole.
So this was the plan. So there's a few tickets left on the website. You can go onto Empire Airsoft and you can search for them and find the tickets. It's called Op Empire Rising, and Lance thought of that. And second he said it, I loved it. So basically, the plan is to have 20 snipers, so 10 teams of 2, and it is a sniper-only event, bolt action only, with one sidearm. There are going to be some external players who are going to help with the day, and also Lance is going to be running these guys, and they're going to cause a bit of grief, just mix it up a bit. There's objectives. It's an objective-based game. You score points from kills and from completing objectives.
What was that?
He didn't mean to do that. So,
sorry.
That's a boring conversation. I'm going to play some music.
I was like, oh my god, no one ever played like amazing music while I've been talking. Like,
I thought, oh god, Mike's got all theatrical, and smoke's going to start rising. And
I couldn't even hear the music.
So yeah, so basically, there's going to be quite a lot of strategy here on how you're going to win. You could not kill anyone, and you could complete all the taskings. The tasking's going to be pretty fun. There's a little bit of map reading, but I'm pretty sure everyone's going to go on Google Maps. We're going to give rough areas of locations. There's going to be a little bit of briefing before, a bit of intel, so they kind of know what they're looking for. And it's going to be pretty low, fairly low ammo. Not going to go mega low. I need to kind of go mid-range and all this stuff. Like the amount of lives, it's going to be restricted lives as well. Because I don't want to go too low, and then everyone's like, well, that was shit. I got shut out in about 36 minutes. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to go a bit
one shot,
higher
one kill, job done.
Yeah, a bit higher. And then I think we might gauge this. The plan was, I was going to run 5 days, the winner from each, so the winning team, there's a winner. The winner from each team, each day, would then battle it in a final. And then there'll be 10 players. And we'd mix it up a bit, obviously change objectives and make it quite tough. That was the plan, to get like the ultimate championship. Then I'm a bit of a dreamer, and I had this mad pipe dream of setting up this sniper world championship. And I was like, if every country did what I'm doing and they got this final winning pair, we could do a massive game in France or something. Snipers against, maybe we'd win at first and second, and we'd have snipers get them up, fly them over there, and they'd battle for England, fight in German, France, Italy, Spain. I mean, it'd be cool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
No one's done it.
Definitely achievable.
It'd be like Eurovision with guns.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But it'd be achievable if I sold more tickets.
More weird outfits, though.
So yeah, I really think it's going to be good. We want to get the first day out of the way, and I'm going to put some more dates out there. And hopefully I'm going to obviously give some more time then, so that people can actually book on and travel down. But also, one thing I do want to add is it's not just about the game. I really want to make it real. As I said, I love the social side of Airsoft. So the Saturday night, the debrief's going to be with everyone. We're going to have a big camp. I'm supplying all the beers, all the food. We're going to have a cookout, barbecue, bit of music, and everyone can camp. And it's just going to be, just the social as well. And I think when you've had a good cracking day, the best thing you can do is sit there and talk about it, Especially these guys. A lot of the snipers are really into this shit. So when they shoot each other out, it's a big deal, So I think it's going to be good. And if it's not, I'm going to disappear and you'll never see me again.
Well,
it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
I'm getting upset already, mate. Now I can't go.
We'll FaceTime you, mate.
From the sounds of that, yeah.
But yeah, so I just basically want everyone to have a good time.
Cheers.
I want everyone to have a good crack. I want there to be something to play for, That I feel like whenever you go places, I never even give a shit whether the team's won or not. Do you know what I mean? I never even know. I want them to go and go, I can win this. Because, yeah, back in the day, in the old sniper, in the sniper ops games, we, like the most kills would get like a special badge. And it was only a stupid little badge, but you were like, oh my God, I've got them.
It meant a lot, didn't it? Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Bragging rights.
So, yeah, exactly.
I mean, having that level of competition as well means that you won't probably get people making stupid or as many stupid mistakes. You know, you go to a skirmish day and it's like, right, we need to get over there. Oh, let's just charge them. That'll you know, we've got enough of us that we can push through and we can sort of, you know, get through the enemy lines and sort of set up a beachhead. But if you've actually got a point system and you're trying to retain lives, your ammo and everything like that, it does force you to think differently about how you play.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how it plays out, really, with all the snipers going against each other as opposed to just like whipping out stag parties every Sunday. You know, they're actually going to be going up against other snipers. So it's going to be, I reckon we're going to see some really good contacts.
What I find interesting is when you've got pairs, because so the way the kills are going to work is it's on a dog tag system, and everyone's going to get a certain amount each player. And when you get, it's going to be like kill confirmed in Call of Duty. When you get shot out, to get that point, you need to come back with that dog tag. And so if you get shot out, they hang the dog tag up from where they got shot out in a tree, and then that's it. They disappear. There's no medic rules, but their partner could be just watching the tag. You know, then they could tag this guy out, but this could stall the game. You know, that's when people have got to think: should we be doing the objectives and not sitting just camped out? You know, in a bush, because you camped out in a bush. It's a big site, you know. You camped out in a bush, you're not going to win. I just know that. If you camped out the whole time, you're not going to make it. If you've got someone out there who's smart, they're moving well, it's all about the timing, they're completing the objectives, and they're getting kills on the way. Because obviously there's going to be people trying to complete these same objectives. I think it's going to be tough, but I think it's going to be good. So I'm just sorry. I'm just looking at the comments.
It sounds like Airsoft.
No, that's fine.
It sounds like Airsoft Hunger Games. It sounds awesome.
Yeah,
in a way, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. That's a good way of describing it. I
there's
suppose.
just a few questions I want to just. That advert is sick. Thanks, Les. They don't call him Honest Kenny for nothing. The ammo limits. We haven't set dead. I haven't got anything dead set on the ammo limits. I've really got to think about this because, as I said, I don't want to go too low, but also I don't want to go too high that this point is having a limit. There is another potential idea which we're going to play with. I'm going to talk to Lance about, which Ed has actually brought to the table, which could be something like if you collect a tag, they also leave BBs with it, so you get some extra ammo. It's like looting a body, you know. So that would maybe entice people more to go.
Well, we did allude to the whole trading tags in, didn't we? If you was running low, you could trade a tag in. Obviously, you'd lose points, but then you would regain ammo. But we've
taken that away. So. What else you got?
You could make it like a computer game, so not definitely guaranteed to get ammo. It could just be like a cuddly toy or something like that.
Just picture of Mike.
Call of Duty Zombies, you open the chest up, it's just another bouncing Betty, and you're like, oh, fuck. I just wanted a laser. God damn it.
So Dale was put, what's the special conditions in regards to point system? How would it play out? So each objective is gonna, if you complete it, you're gonna there'll be a code there, and it will be relayed back to 0. If you get that, that's your team have got that point. And then obviously when you come back with dog tags, that adds in whatever point dog tags you've got is going to add into your points. And then we'll do a count up at the end. Obviously, if you complete all of the objectives, there might be some extra special stuff, you know. So it's going to be pretty good. Hedy, the guy in the chat, he said LMFAO. He was the one who made the video. So he started working for Empire full time now. And he just creates content for us. And he's doing it. He's a good friend of ours, known him for ages. He's doing it for everything, Empire Airsoft and for events. He's the man. So he did that. Man. He actually went and shot that. That was his friend. He got his friend to run around with a leaf suit on. So yeah, you know, keep your eye out. The content should be good, and if it's shit, tell me, and I'll just say, Hedy, it's over, baby.
Yeah, and looking at Hedy's profile picture, I'm sure he's going to listen to you, Ken. Yeah.
I went to Germany. So I went to Germany to IWA, and I took Hedy with me because I hadn't properly met him before, and I wanted to discuss a lot of this stuff. And he's done a lot for Empire, so it's kind of like a present to him, you know. And he's really young, really handsome, and he's like 6'2", big old Polish guy. And
I hate him already.
Really muscly, and it was amazing because I'm about 5'3", And everyone was like, everyone was looking at me like this guy was my security, and I was like, this is excellent. So yeah.
Did he carry you in like a little backpack, like the dude from Nature Ventura When Nature Calls, and he just like lets you out once you're in the arena?
We're taking a thermal optically considered cheating or unsporting. Yes, no thermals or night vision allowed, but it's in the day, so night vision won't work. If it works, we do another one, of course. If it works, hopefully it will. The plan is to do another 4. And I'll try and do 5 a year. That would be awesome through the summertime. I'll probably start them a little bit earlier, but I have to also be careful. This place is completely untouched. We're fairly untouched, except for the Forestry Commission going in there and stripping out some stuff that needs to be stripped. But it's not an airsoft site. This is just a private piece of woodland, and it's amazing. It's
stunning.
It's amazing, but you go through separate parts of it, and it's completely different in each separate part. But I've just got to be careful. Later on in summer, it might be too overgrown. If it is, we won't run any events, but we'll see. Sign me up straight from Italy. Bilal Sniper, I've seen him around. Will be bios or normal BBs. For you, it will be bio BBs. Ideally, we'd have bio BBs, so I'll say to people, use bios, but most snipers will be running 4.8s, and you can't get bios in 4.8s. The amount they're going to shoot, I'm not going to panic about it. You know what I mean? They're not going to be hammering AEGs with, ROF. with, do you know what I mean? Like mega. So
aeroplane flying over.
That's it's kind of, so yeah.
Called in air support.
That's another prop coming in for the event there.
It's a good one for Daniel as well. Yes, they can, and that is going to stop people from leaving tags. So they
yes, we spoke about that on our higher level board meeting, didn't we, over there the other day?
Yeah, you can pick up the tags. Now they can't do unless they're wearing the scavenger patch perk. No, I like it. Will I get BBs or a pack of Swish? I don't know what Swish is.
Oh, fucking don't. Mike.
I like LOL. What's the map like?
I'm not taking responsibility for that. We hadn't mentioned Swish, and he's brought it up on his own. So
I love it. So Ed is right. What is the map like? Ed, I'm asking Ed for the map because he has the map. But just bear in mind that Ed's playing, but he doesn't know where any of the objectives are. So
Ed's just here to create content, man. That's
guys, I've got my cameras running. I've got my. That's what he does to get his camera synced. I've got my cameras running, guys. I've got to get some YouTube content.
I wonder how many GoPros we're going to have in the field at any one time at this event as well.
Well, I'm quite.
Do you reckon there'll be more cameras there than people?
Well, judging by some of these gillies, I'm expecting there to be a couple of presenters.
No, but the thing is, agents. All of them have got agents. Ed will turn up as agent. Ed, you're not allowed to take photos in front of a campfire. It's not good for your.
Especially with your sealskin gloves on.
The fire retardant.
I'm not going now.
I want people to run cameras and I don't want to say it because I do trust everyone, but when there's something to play for, there's also something to cheat for. I don't think anyone's going to cheat. I really hope they don't. I know a lot of the guys going, they're decent guys, they're honourable, but when there is a prize at the end, I do know people will go, oh, was that a hit? So I do want people to record because I want to be pretty ruthless. If I see something on someone's recording and it's blatant cheating, then they're banned. Do you know what I mean? If it's then zero reaction and the BB strike them and they're 80 meters away and it's lost its energy, I'm going to go give them the benefit of the doubt. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't fake reaction. If someone whops you in the neck, you go, do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Fuck!
You're whackers.
Carry on.
Or if it's Mike, you let out
they can be apart.
Squill.
Yeah,
Terry G
Mike,
says about the snipers being apart.
Mike can't treat because he screams so high pitched. Then there is no room for cheating there.
Just a very honest player.
Exactly what I said, just in a different way.
Yeah, do sniper pairs have maximum distance they can be apart distance-wise? No, and that is quite an interesting thing because you can split up, and there's pros and cons to that. If you get taken out, you're fucked. That's it. You're gone. You're dead, and they're going to get your tag. If you because you could split up, you could have one go out and just do objectives. You could have one out getting kills. Do you know what I mean? But they have their pros and cons. But you can split up. There's no rules to that. Have you put out a kit list? No, but I will be building a group chat, a WhatsApp group chat of everyone in the chat at the end of this week. So they've got a week to go. I'm going to put all the briefing in there, all the intel that we're going to give them, and obviously give them the address of where we're going. What else was there?
Eddie said it was amazing. I loved every single minute of it. It was lovely just carrying little Kenny around Germany.
It's beautiful. Which is a beautiful thing to read. That is, just, you know.
Paul tapped in, can't wait. Paul's a good guy, good customer of mine. I'm glad he's coming. I already know the people going are all decent people, so it's going to be a good crack regardless. Getting extra ammo when collecting tags sounds good. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That's Ed's, not mine. What pyro could you use, if any at all? There's going to be no pyro for snipers.
I don't think there's going to be a need for it for a start, really.
I'm not a huge fan of it. This place is beautiful. The last thing I'd want is a fire there or anything like that. This is the risk. I don't want to make too much noise. But you know what I mean? This isn't an airsoft site.
Well, it's meant to be a stealthy event, isn't it, ultimately?
Yeah.
So running around throwing grenades is
it's a completely urban forest environment. There's no need really for be cutting about with Mark 5s and that for clearing.
Are there going to be multiple games in the day? No, it's all one game. You start in the morning, you end in the afternoon. That is it. There's no breaks. There's no stopping. You want food, you bring food. You need drink, you've got to get some drink. You know, there's going to be. You can bring your own, but we'll put drink at objectives as well. But yeah, once you're in, you're in. That's it. There's no messing around. No going back to your car. None of that jazz, like at all.
No, so it's be day sack with all your bits and bobs in it.
Ed won't go now. He said he can't be bullying. That's nothing. Need an airsoft news team doing interviews. Yeah, oh my god, that's a great idea.
Yes, mate.
Well, we have some news on that.
So
we're
would you
obviously
consider?
going, except Andy.
Yeah, except for Andy.
Loser.
Good one, Andy.
Would you consider stopping people using Google Maps on this occasion? No, because no one knows the site. So I don't want it to be impossible to them to find the objectives. So we're going to give them the rough location. They've still got to find it, and it's not going to be easy when you've got another 18 people trying to shoot you, and you can't see them because most of them are going to be in ghillie suits and hidden. So. No, we're not gonna. We're gonna let Google Maps play part of it. I don't know how hard this is going to be, so I don't want to make it too hard and nothing happens. Do you know what I mean? Everyone comes back and is like, "No, mate, didn't find anything, didn't see anyone. Oh, saw a deer." Do you know what I mean? I don't want that. Are participants expected as roleplay deaths? No, I don't care about that. This isn't about that. This is like getting the kills. You know, you get shot out, you're dead. Make it a clear hit. I want someone to know that they've shot you because it could be a long range shot. Get shot, get out of the way, you know. And there's going to be a rule of how.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously if you are prone and you get hit, I think just a straight arm up in the air to indicate it. If you are stood up and you get hit, dropping to the floor is a great indicator that you've just been shot.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, if you want to shout, "Ah, hit!" Great, you know. But this isn't. Yeah, you hit me, you bastard.
I haven't uploaded that soundbite yet.
Can your partner pick
Have
up
you not
your
loaded
tag?
it up yet?
So we do need to think about this. That's a really good one. Can your partner pick up your tag?
Can your partner? What? So you could like blue and blue and then just take your mate's tags off him?
No, but you can pick his tag back
Well,
up.
there's a. You
But we're
could
thinking
have
about
it so that.
we're on. But I don't.
You
I
could
don't
have it
think
so that if he
'cause
picks it up,
No, I don't think.
that.
But
No,
then-
you
but
could
then
have it
also
so if he
that-
picks it up, but then if he gets shot, they gain 2 tags.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It could be a risk. We might put that in. In Call of Duty, you can pick up your own team's tags. I don't know why I'm comparing this to Call of Duty. Like, yeah, this is a Call of Duty game.
Les says, will you be setting up a shop?
Single only, pistols only. Yeah, it's going to be single shot only. You're not allowed to have fucking fully auto Glocks or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, MP5Ks and stuff aside.
No,
it's a
yeah,
pistol
it's just
sidearm.
it's a pistol and it's a single shot pistol.
Tag
Danny
launcher.
Brewer sounds amazing.
Hang on, Kelly. Hang on. Les asked, will you be setting up a shop?
No, but if you need anything, I don't want to say too much, but where my shop is very close to where we're playing. So I can literally, I can buzz down on the quad. And
Emergencylastminute.com.
yeah,
stuff.
it's shit hit the
Yeah.
gap. But leading up to the event, obviously in the group chat, I'm going to say to anyone want anything, I can bring up anything they want, make them an order. I can bring up gas, BBs, all that sort of shit. In the morning, if someone's shooting their gun and the hot rubber shits itself or something, we can deal with it. Do you know what I mean? The shop is a little quad bike away. Deny tags to enemy teams. It's like kill confirmed in COD, yeah. I think there should be a note that there is a perseverance element to this element. I've been to so many events where people leave early because they're tired. Yeah, if you know, we want to hang this out to the end. You know, whether you're having a shit time or not, and you're having a bad day and you keep getting shot out. I know it's stressful, tough, and I know it's going to be hard work.
Well, there's plenty of places in that location to hunker down and get sort of 20 minutes if you need to have a breather. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is opportunities out there for you to just go to ground and just sort of like reconfigure yourself for 20 minutes, have a drink, have a bit of food or something, and then get back into it. There is ample places for you to go to ground and not be seen.
And like, I know sniper on sniper's tough. It's non-stop. You from the morning to the index. It is so full on because it's horrible feeling because when you walk through that wood, you feel like it's only you in there or you and your partner, because you know there's 18 other people, but you can't see any of them. You know, you can't hear any of them. Like at least when you go on a skirmish, you can hear the action. You know, you head towards it knowing it's gonna. You don't get that, and you're constantly on edge, so it's so tiring. So I do get that, but yeah, we want everyone to stay. You know, I'd be pretty disappointed if people left, but at the same time, it's up to them. You know what I mean? I can't stop people leaving, except for the case and just puncturing all their tires, fuckers.
Just making them look like Mike, just giving all fat lips.
That's it, exactly.
Yeah. No, I'm about. As I said, I'm 5'3". That's not going to happen. With the NPCs engaging or just getting in the way, they will be engaging. If you come across them, they see you, you're going to get shot out, and you will die, and you will lose a life, and you will drop a tag. So, I'd say avoid them. If the game gets a bit stagnant, we will push them into places. We will liven it up a bit. If you shoot them, you're not going to get anything out of it. They will die, but you won't win anything. You know, you just want to get rid of them and stop them killing you. But we really don't want them to be a real threatening force. You know, we don't want them.
No,
this is a
absolutely.
sniper event. We want the NPCs are going to be
that is all in hand.
But Lance has got these guys covered. We have HPA refills. Yes, I've got HPA refill bottles. Good one, Paul. I'll add that on my list to bring down.
Ryan says you can stop people from leaving. AI 500 did it.
Yeah.
Never been. Never heard of her.
Hetty says I'll be there just to stop people from leaving.
Yep, and he'll have Kenny in a
James,
backpack at the gate as well.
Yeah. Lose points for leaving.
James says,
"Yeah, you're just not going to win, are you?" No?
Actually, want a picture of that one day when you and Hetty meet up again, of you in a Bergen on his back, like Ace Ventura when
we
nature
can
calls.
definitely do that.
Please do that.
So no, I feel like we've pretty much covered it. Yeah, I've got. This is the first event. I want it small. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm so grateful for having Lance there. I've also had Dan. I've had Ed give me advice. I've had lots of people pull in, and and like Ed been promoting it for the short period of time we've had it out, and I appreciate everyone's help in doing it. I want to do more events in the future. It's a slow burner. I'm not going to run out and start banging out 500 player events and fuck up, and everyone hates Empire Airsoft or Empire events. You know, I want to do it good, get some good feedback, and I know sniping, so. But yeah, there are plans in the pipeline. There's one which I do want to kind of get in people's heads if people are watching. I'm trying to, for a game for next year, next summer, I'm trying to do 70 v70, and I'm teaming up with a friend who's done a lot of big events over in Europe. We work together really closely. He's got a store in Germany. He lives in the German-Swiss border. He's really in with the community there, in the Milsim community. He knows everyone in it, and we want to do an England v Germany game. That's the plan. Over in Europe, France or Belgium. The site's huge. It'll probably be 70 v 70. I really want to do my best to try and book this as an experience for players. So we're a real team, you know, and I want to try and sort out everything, all the transport and you know what I mean, getting the guns over and because I've got quite a lot of experience doing it. I've been over there before. I've done it quite a few times. I've done it on a smaller scale, maybe taking 20 players, but I reckon I can do it on 70. And I think that would be a phenomenal game.
That'd be
so
awesome.
they're the sort of events.
Yeah,
I'm not going to, they're the sort of events I want to be trying to do, some cool, different stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome. Have you still got places left for this event?
Yeah, there's a few spots left. So check on the website, try and book a ticket. It's 10th of June. I haven't really told anyone. There it is, 10th of June. It's on a Saturday. It's in the postcode is RH7. It's in that area. It's on the Surrey, Sussex, Kent border. What I found is a lot of snipers who I know and buy from the store and I've got contact with are all up north and Midlands, and it's just far and short notice. And that was why I said I've messed up, not putting this, giving more gap between, But now I know for next time. So next event, I'll give a lot more time so people can book it in and, and hopefully get on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's it. Hopefully it's good.
I had a couple of questions. Les says, your team won't let it go wrong. Your team will support you.
Oh,
A little
I love
winky
that.
face.
Go on, Les.
Oh,
Yeah.
Les. No, that's really good. Yeah, everyone's been great, and the team of guys that are there are they're decent lads. They're going to really help out. They're going to they know the site as well. They're going to make sure everyone's there. If anyone's got any issues, it's going to, they're really, I'm really grateful for them all being part of it,
No, it's all good,
Stephen
mate.
Whitehead says, will you consider opening up NPC roles to the public for later events?
Well, yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, as long as you've got someone controlling them, it sounds terrible, but someone who's, who they're going to listen to. And but the thing is, I guess if someone's an absolute dickhead, you just be like, mate, what are you doing? You're fucking up the game for everyone, depending on what their role is. But yeah, I don't see why not. I like more the merrier for me. I've got a few people just coming down for the day and they're going to hang about in the little camping area and they'll do a bit of content and stuff. And the whole point for me is that this isn't just a game. I want people I want the social side as well. More the merrier, be part of it, socialize. This is what airsoft should be all about,
100%, mate.
Shooting
100%.
each other in the face and then having a beer afterwards and everyone having a good crack. So yeah, maybe in the future, but for this one, I kind of need I'm really glad that these guys, with little Lance's guys, jumped up and were like, "We'll do this for you," because they know this deal. So there's no. I'm not going to be panicking, going, "What have they done? They've jumped on they've stolen my quad bike and they're fucking slaughtering everyone."
I'm really good on a quad bike, I'm just saying.
Yes, it's very
Didn't you get
good.
shot? Didn't you get shot
yeah,
on the
once.
quad bike? Once.
John Smith said, is that sniper or rifles on that? I wasn't quite sure the full question. So John, if you could come back and let us know what you mean. RA Gasworks is definitely up for that. JPH May says, buzzing for it. Looking forward to using your gun, Kenny. Thank you.
I'm landing in my
Kiss
gun.
there at the end.
So
Oh.
Adventures of Zulu says it sounds like a fantastic event. Ed says, would you recommend comms?
yeah,
Certainly
so
between your
comms
team.
between your pair, 100%. You need them, and if you don't have them, you're massively at a disadvantage.
There will be a zero net, Ed, back to me or
Yeah.
Kenny, which you'll be
There'll
able to
be
just
chance.
input on your radio. So if you did need us on zero, you can just switch out the channel and contact us for anything.
So a lot of the communication is going to be over WhatsApp, but for an emergency purposes as well, I really want Lance to be on the zero, so people can get, if there's a real issue, get to him. As I said, there's in the briefing, there's going to be a lot told about this. There's a lot of metal sticking out in this. This isn't random metal. This is these used to be ornate gardens and stuff. This was used a long time ago. So there's big bits of metal just hanging out everywhere. There could, hopefully there won't be an issue, but if there is, there's going to be a radio channel back to zero. But most of it will be through WhatsApp. But yeah, definite comms between you and your pair is a must, in my opinion.
You've got to have it. You've got to have it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
be silly
Especially
to
if you're
not
working
have
as only as pairs and you've got an
Yeah.
objective, you need to have that communication, don't you? 100%.
100%. So yes, we're a family. I agree with that. At the end of the day, do you have a fairly life streaming to reach out with your own links and those as you've met, interact with, may start slow and fly off. Yeah, Dale, I hope so, mate. But I'm very patient. It'll go as it'll go. With no, I'm not going to rush in and try and do things that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lucky to have the support of Lance, and I've got loads of people who want to help. So
Oh, sorry. John's just come back, Kenny. He wanted to know if that England
Yeah,
v Germany
England
was a
versus Germany.
sniper-based game or a full
no, England
full,
v Germany. England v
a
Germany.
full complement of weapons.
England v Germany would be everything.
Yep.
A lot of the
Can you imagine
European
70
players
versus
use
70
HPA.
snipers?
Jesus.
Just be painful as fuck. That would.
Yeah, and basically Ryan is coming, and he's I've been told he's going to do all the comms, and so we're
He
fine
is
for comms.
Comms guy.
He'll set everyone up.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's it. Hopefully it's good. I'm sure it will be. We can do everything we can for it to be a decent event, and I'm excited for it.
And we're over there tomorrow, aren't we? We've got bits and bobs to do tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to go do some bits and bobs, get ready for some parking. There'll be a Portaloo there as well. Obviously, there's no services there.
So bear in mind, if you need to charge stuff, you need to bring power banks, you need to bring... there will be water on site. At each objective, there'll be a big crate of water for you to replenish out. If once you've completed the objective, you can grab yourself a bottle of water each or whatever. But then, there's no running services or anything there.
But if shit hits the fan, I literally live very close. So, we can deal with that.
Yes. Fear not.
No. I'm definitely going for England v Germany as a regular for England v Scott game. Oh, good man.
Cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I think doing an event like that will be tough because it's people have got to go away, and there's a lot of logistics to it, and it's not massively expensive. I've been to France a few times, and it's not an absolute killer. But yeah, it's a big deal, isn't it? Like most people are only ever playing in England, but what an experience, going out and playing airsoft with loads of different loads of guys from Germany, because they're really, cool. really, really decent guys. I've played with them a lot. Yeah. The community is insane. Like they instantly, when I've been played with them, they just accept you. They're really interested in you because like you're interested in them. They play differently. They live in a different country. Do you know what I mean? And they'll sit there, have beers with you, and it's just a really good experience. And I think that would be really good to have like all of those people together in a really cool site.
100%.
So yeah.
My
only concern with it was, and this was my only concern with England v Germany, would people start banging on about the wars? Do you know what I mean? And because
I get it all the time, Kenny. I find it ridiculous. People keep banging on about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but only because what I wouldn't want to do.
I'm genuinely agreeing with you.
Have any sort of grief between. I don't want to. Wouldn't want there to be like any sort of grief between the players. Do you know what I mean? Like this is a fucking airsoft game, and it just so happens my mate's German, and he, you know what I mean, and runs Milsims, and that it's not nothing to do with this is the battle and all this bollocks. Do you know what I mean? But so I'm considering just to get over that because he's got a lot of Swiss friends as well who would want to play. I might do Germany and Switzerland. Can't be neutral now, fuckers. Can you?
They're not neutral anymore anyway, are they?
James asks, do you know if the FPS limits in Germany are the same?
I don't know, but we won't be playing in Germany. We'll be in France, and I do think that they're a little bit less.
Out of interest, why would you not play France if you're placing in France?
They just run away.
I've played in France before, 3 times.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yeah, I played in France 3 times, and at the event, there were 2 French players. This is like out of like 300. It was on the French, German, Swiss border, but it was just don't really. My friend doesn't know a huge amount of them. I don't know any of them. Yeah, it's just he will sell tickets much quicker than I will. So he's going to deal with the German and Swiss or whatever side. We could just do England v Europe. Do you know what I mean? Anyone from Europe can play against us if they dare.
So it literally would be Eurovision.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, this is for next year.
Paul says, going back to comms, recommended setup for a sniper, never looked into comms, hence the noob question. And Ryan has jumped in there straight away, our comms guy. Paul, the UV5R with a Rent PTT and then a 3.5mm headset into your ear. So there you go.
Also, just to add to that, I run comms with literally with the UV5 there. And you have it down low enough that you can just about hear it.
Yeah, you can do.
That's how if you don't want a headset.
You could do that. You can run a little fist mic or whatever it is, yeah. Well, I think Ed runs the bone conductor from Red.
Code Red.
Code Red.
Kenny, I imagine some of the sites in France are bigger than most UK sites. Yeah, they're pretty big. And they're just cool. They're really cool. Different buildings, like huge places. I've got some cool videos that my friends have been sending me of sites we're going to try and pick. Obviously, they've got to try and book them. And they've got to try and negotiate a price because they're not cheap to take for the weekend. But yeah, that will obviously then we can work out how much tickets are going to be. It's quite a lot doing something that big, and I think I'm glad we're doing it next year because it gives me this year to try and actually work out how the fuck I'm doing this. You know what I mean? Get some experience under my belt.
So just to answer your question in regards to France, I just had a quick look. It says under 18s can only use 0.0 joules. All other airsoft guns can be 2 joules, which is 464 FPS on 0.2s. Anything over that, they are no longer qualified as an airsoft gun.
So that's across the board. So all airsoft.
It looks
rifles.
like it.
But it also will
Fucking
be.
that keeps it
my,
simple.
my friend will have a big part to play in this because it will be down to him as well of what. So like, I remember on the events he set up, he's
Yeah, so that's like the legislation in
he's
France.
set
That's not the site rules in France.
yeah,
Do you know
he
what I
set
mean?
the limits. But it might not be in France. It might be in Belgium.
I'm not googling that one as well.
But yeah,
No, he's done
we'll
far
see.
too much.
I'm well happy. I'll be well up for a 464 FPS LMG. Yep, roll it on.
Fuck, could you imagine that?
Oh,
But yeah, it will be cool, and I think it would be a lot of players. What's the timeline of an airsoft player? 5 years or something? What's the average? You know what I mean? It would be a once in a lifetime game, probably. Do you know what I mean? Going over there and doing it. Yeah, so that would be fun. I'm really up for doing that event. Hopefully you
Sweet.
two actually be there. Andy won't. Andy would go, yeah, I'm up for it, and then he'll go, oh, my missus booked me a holiday in England. I can't leave the country.
oh no, I'm not in England. No,
I like how he's gone super
No,
posh
but
as well.
but it's because we're going abroad. So where are you actually going?
If you've got any
anyway?
more questions,
I'm going on a cruise on the Nordic fjords.
Ooh.
Oh,
Maybe
nice.
you could eye up some sites then while you're out there for us for
Yeah,
Yeah,
on
exactly.
a boat.
England versus Europe or whatever it's going to be.
That's
don't know
fine. If anyone can get hold of a boat, I'd like to play an airsoft game on a boat.
Well,
Not
a
just
big boat.
a rubber
surely you
boat,
need a
but
site
big boat.
that has water as well.
But
Yeah, it's fine.
there is one, isn't there? What's that big one? Is it Border Wars or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
One of them. You
Border
can play.
War, yeah.
They go on boats. They take you over everyone on boats and shit. That's cool.
That'd be awesome.
Ask myself, stop having wet dreams. Okay, I will, John. Sorry about that, mate.
Hedy says the problem with Germany is the F mark. You can't just take your guns there without registering. That's why France or Belgium might be a bit better for a possible event location.
Yeah, I'd never play in France. It'd be a fucking nightmare. Germany, it'd be a nightmare. So definitely France, and it's halfway. You know.
Yeah.
Right, if you have any more questions for Kenny, please feel free to throw them in the chat. I don't want to hijack Kenny's event in any way, but I was asked by Defiant Events if we could just also mention their Operation Irene.
Oh.
Sorry, Kenny.
No, I'm joking. No.
I'm just briefly, I forgot to mention it in the news at the beginning. So they have Operation Irene on the 16th to the 17th of September, up in Driffield, which is obviously a reenactment, obviously, of Black Hawk Down. It's a kind of event based on the Black Hawk Down story. So if you are interested in that, go and check them out. They're at defiantevents.co.uk. So they go Defiant.
I'd love to do
contractually
that. I've heard,
Irene!
this is the thing. Like, I've heard so much good stuff from the Defiant events. Because I booked onto one and then couldn't go, which was freaking annoying. My missus decided to piss off to Dubai. The night to stay home and
Charming.
look after the house.
Oh,
Absolutely charming.
But yeah, so I really wanted to go because I hadn't been to one. And I've heard really good things about their events, So
They are very good. Very good.
I'd like to go to that, but it's not going to happen. I'm having a baby next month, so not me. I am not me personally.
Congratulations.
well,
Thank you.
yeah.
And Lance is the dad.
Yeah.
Always happy to help Kenny whenever I can. And that was another time I've helped him out.
So yeah,
All good, all good.
I'm not reading that out, Hedy. Everyone else can read that, but I'm not reading that out. Pegasus said airsoft on a cruise ship would be epic.
Yeah, that'd be
Kenny
awesome.
asked if you were going on a saga cruise, Andy.
No, I don't think it is.
Saga Cruise.
Dale says the US has a Milsim West, I think, where it's run on an old aircraft carrier. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd
but
be
it's just
cool.
you know what? It's just Americans. They just do everything like that. At best, don't they? Do you know what I mean? They're like,
Fuck yeah.
oh, you've got your nice little event. Oh, you're in an abandoned little fortress. Oh, well, don't worry.
We've got a town.
We're flying around in real fucking fighter jets, you twat. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Again, thank you to all our American listeners, as you constitute a
All
third of our
American
podcast
listeners,
audience.
Canada, and all our Canadian
I'm
listeners.
saying,
in
I'm just saying
Washington.
they've got it better.
You know
There,
you
you know?
are.
I'm not, they have, haven't they? Everything
Yeah.
we try and do, they just do it better. They're like, look at
I
you.
think they've got the more space to do it, though, don't they?
Yeah, and
Fair
money.
play.
Yeah,
And budget,
Yeah.
budget.
Yeah.
yeah, space and money.
Yeah. All our Washington-based Canadians, we love you dearly.
Yeah, Washington-based Canadians.
Anthony said, will the baby come out with a full beard?
No, it's going to be like
100%.
Mike. Mike does just look like Mike looks like a baby who's just been cooked too
Mike
long.
looks
doesn't
like
he?
Kenny's
You know what I
baby.
mean? He looks like a, no, he does. He looks like a really overdue baby. He's been in there for 3 weeks, isn't he? Do you know they get like that really
An
dark
overdue
long hair?
baby.
Well, thank you for coming on the show, Kenny. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you.
Yeah. It's been an absolute joy.
Sorry, Mike.
While we wait for the last few questions to come in, if you want to get in touch with the show, you can do so on our email at nofochat@hotmail.com. Our Instagram is at November_Foxtrot_NoFo, and our website is novemberfoxtrot.co.uk. You can also contact us on our own individual Instagrams, which are on the bottom of the screen. Kenny's obviously got Empire.Airsoft as well as Empire.EventsUK.UK. So go and check those out
Can
as
we
well.
just talk about why we exchanged that?
Yeah, I think we should.
So it used to be Empire.
That's entirely up to you.
UK with no dot in between the events in the UK, and he messaged me like going, Kenny, I'm a little bit concerned, but
I love how
read it
Mike
as-
sounds like Ed when he's trying to
he
explain
does.
something to
Sorry,
you.
that's just how I do anyone. Okay. Kenny, what's that? No. So he said it read like Empire events suck. So I had to put another dot
I had to
in.
edit. That's the only podcast show that we have actually edited since Day Dot. That is, we've done 128 episodes, and that's the only one that I've had to
I
go
would've
in
left
and
it
manually
in.
change.
I would have
Yeah.
left it in because
Yeah,
you
I
know
said
what?
that.
Do you know what? They might suck. So you could have gone, see, I told you they were shit.
Told you it was shit.
Fucking told you.
Wouldn't listen,
They
would
will.
you? Wouldn't listen.
No, well, obviously, Kenny, you've been really, really grateful. We've been really grateful for the help that you've given us. In terms of supporting the podcast. So obviously, we want to make every effort that we can to support you with your venture as well. So. That's
Well,
why.
I'm glad
that's
you
why
are.
I took the effort to
Except
make
then.
sure that I rectified the mistake.
No, I
It was only the live listeners that heard that. Everybody else, that's no longer allowed. It's no longer available on the internet.
No, it doesn't matter. They may well
Until
suck,
now.
So
Yeah, until now.
that's what I'm saying. You've got to be honest. You've got to tell these people. It's fine.
Yeah. Right, last few questions. If there's any coming in, throw them in now, or hold your peace.
Right now.
Chris Berry says the Ghost Gun has gone, so he sold
Yep,
that at
sold
the Shift Your Riffs. Ryan says, when are you running the GSR mic? I don't know, Ryan. So far, I've only run it in my living room while watching telly and just freaking out my relatives. So that was fun.
Oh yeah, your gun you blew up your battery, didn't you? We never spoke about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Knobhead over here decided to blow up his battery.
Right,
You
hang
know,
on a second.
Actually-
I
actually
plugged
blow
in.
up.
He blew up.
No, I plugged in an extension adapter between Mini Tamiya and Dean's because the battery was Mini Tamiya, which is the only one I've got that's Mini Tamiya. Plugged in the little adapter and it literally just started to smoke, and then it was this billowing cloud of smoke, and I'm sort of hurriedly pulling this thing apart, and it's fused the adapter to the battery
Wow.
Dean's connector. So
That was
yeah,
excitement.
I need to fix that.
That was exciting.
In the tent as
nearly,
well.
Nearly
The whole
burnt down our
tent. Yeah.
display area. Very
Nearly killed
dangerous.
us all, he did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Les
Um,
question: a rough cost for the Euro game? No idea, mate. So absolutely no, Les. No
More
idea.
than $9.99.
Yes.
But less than $1 million, maybe.
There we go.
Less than, I'd say less than, let's say less than 600, I reckon.
It all depends on how we do it because you can get minibuses, which saves on travelling, and
You
do you
can
know what I mean,
walk.
fuel, and well, you can fucking walk.
Walk's cheap as chip, man.
Yeah.
Walk's cheap as fuck.
Yeah, I left 6 months ago to get here.
Didn't cost me a penny though.
No idea. So basically, get saving, motherfucker. So next year.
Jam on. Battery fitty. A battery fitty. Yeah, man.
Dale says, whenever I hear a South African accent, I think of the Ninja by Diane Wood. Yeah.
No idea what you're on about. The ninja
So I'm just reading through. Chris says, how did you manage to cook when all the cooking was banned by Tony?
How did you manage to cook when all the cooking was banned by Tony?
Oh,
Well,
no,
you could
all
cook
cooking-
inside a vehicle, couldn't you?
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
could
you
cook
was as
inside a
long as it was
vehicle, as long
an
as it was
actual
fixed.
stove thing, which is what I've got. So I was able to
Not loose.
cook my steak on my little gas burner in
Why
my
was cooking banned?
I think they had a
because-
fire there at some point with Andy. It wasn't Andy's
Yeah.
fault.
No, it
Andy
wasn't
knows
my
the story.
fault. It was
Because of Andy.
Yeah, because of me.
What? So no one could cook? I don't understand.
No,
No
So
jet
basically-
boils and stuff like that out on the ground, basically.
Yeah, because it's an RAF base. They were worried about jet fuel, and a few months ago, the motocross guys decided that play over the other side of the field. Decided that they'd have a barbecue and decided to set fire to a very large area of an RAF base because someone decided to knock over one of their cooking stoves, and they didn't have enough fire engines to put it out, so they had to call in. I think it was 2 local counties.
Oh, okay,
So
fair
common.
enough. I thought that'd be pedantic. They really weren't. Like,
No.
No, it's genuine. There is a reason for it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a genuine reason. So, and because it was nice and sunny, they just went, "No, you're not having."
It was a
any
lovely
fires."
bit of weather, man. Lovely
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
no one smoke, no lighters.
No
nothing.
smoky.
Last few comments. One from Daniel Brewer. Are you guys planning any patches at all? I'd love one for my patch wall. So we have actually run out of patches. We actually sold the last one on Saturday at Shifter Riff. So we are looking into some more patches. We're also looking at other merch options as well. So watch this space. You may see us floating around at more events with more and more things with our branding and stuff on as well. So
And a couple of weekend
yeah.
skirmish days at different places.
Yes.
Hopefully.
yeah.
Yeah, if you
Right,
guys
I
have
think they'll
any,
set
I
up
don't
there.
know if any of you seen the post, but if you do have any like events at your local sites or anything at all, that you think that we can come along and set up a stall just to spread the word, let us know. Drop us some messages. It's something that we're looking into doing a little bit more often because I think Lance really enjoyed it, and
Thoroughly
me and Mike
enjoyed
were-
it. Yeah, it
me
was
and
brilliant.
Mark were
Great
pretty
fun.
gutted that we couldn't do as much as we wanted.
Don't worry, lads. I had the fort down. It's all good.
You did bloody well, sir.
39 hours awake. That's all right. Don't worry about me.
Did you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was asleep and then my phone died.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
Ed just said the Invicta Big Weekender might be something that we're looking at.
Ooh.
Hopefully attending as well, maybe. So,
I like the sound of big
Yeah, sounds
weekender.
lastly, if anyone's interested, we also have a NoFo Airsoft community chat group on Facebook. You can find it with the name NoFo Airsoft Community Chat. It's very heavily branded with our logo, so it should be quite visible. Currently, we've got 135 members on there with people sharing information, bits of kit that they like. So if you want to go on there and kind of join the community that we've got sort of building on there, then please feel free to do so. Also, if you happen to like our videos, you don't have to click like or anything like that, but if you would like to click like or leave us a little comment or anything like that, all we're asking is that apparently helps build our algorithm. We've had a couple people recently, including Ed, tell us that we would be better to ask if people wouldn't mind, if we can, because it just means that potentially, we can get more videos out there to more people, basically.
Or not ask, just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
if you're
click the like
listening,
button.
if you're listening,
do it,
we've
it's
given
easy.
you we've given you 1 hour, 28 minutes, 22 seconds of fucking greatness, like the fucking podcast. All right,
Yeah,
it's the least you can do.
Absolutely.
And while you're at it,
Yeah.
just buy a couple of tickets and go on Empire Airsoft and buy some fucking stock you don't need. All right. I need the money,
Buy
bitches.
all the stuff.
Yeah, I
Just
need
give
the
me
money.
bitches.
You've got bills to pay, motherfucker.
And lastly, just wanted to say thank you to the new Buy Me a Coffee members that we have as well. We really, really appreciate it. The money that you donate on there to the podcast goes basically to funding this. I don't know if you're aware, we pay quite a lot of money to try and do this once a week, every
Would you believe
week,
it or not?
every year.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it, but
It's no. But yeah, if you would be interested in that, there's links to that on our website as well. No, you don't have to, but if you'd like to, you're more than welcome. So yeah, cool. I think that was everything. Hetty says, I won't manage to show up, but I know from personal experience Kenny will take good care of everyone participating and do his
That he
best, so
will.
all of the guys will have a good time.
Good words, Harry.
Thanks for having me on, by the way, guys. Because
No,
That's all right, not a
You
problem.
I
well.
didn't leave it long.
You're
was a pleasure.
welcome. We suppose.
So no, I appreciate it. Hold on, I'm gonna have to turn some lights on.
I was going to say, you keep sort of flicking in and out of...
Yeah.
We got dark pretty quick. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, and everyone who, you know, if anyone does come or comes to future events, I appreciate it. Anyone who is here and is a customer of the store, thank you. There's a lot of shops out there, and every order that comes in genuinely means something to me because it does really pay my bills. So thanks so much.
Like literally pays you the bills.
And I'm having a baby next month, as I said, so I need to increase those sales.
I don't have a tiny violin sound.
I was going to say, I guess you better go.
Yeah, I'll throw one of those on.
You should have one. Yeah.
That's all I've got.
Really? No hesitation.
Bit violin-y.
Right, next week we're going to be doing a Q&A, so if you have any questions for the show, please feel free to submit them to us in advance. We will then try and get through as many as we can. Please feel free to do so on our Instagram, email, website, via our own personal Instagrams, Telegram, Pigeon, personal note, however you want. Just get in touch.
If someone can send me a carrier pigeon,
call.
I'd love that. That'd be awesome.
Of course,
you could just add it to your loadout then, can't you?
Yeah.
For
I just want
NAE.
a carrier pigeon in my. I want a carrier pigeon pouch now.
Right, before we go, I'm going to watch the Empire events video again. Kenny, would you like to leave us with some closing words?
Words of
Something
wisdom.
new that anything you like.
I don't know. I haven't got anything. I don't know. Just enjoy your lives. It might not last very long. So.
Wow. And on that cheerful note,
morbid note.
You could genuinely die at any moment, so just enjoy yourself.
Right, let's watch the intro again for the Empire event, and then we'll say goodbye.
20 players, 10 teams, sniper on the event with immersive point-based gameplay, external NPC staff, and restricted ammo. Winners from each day will battle in the finals. Get ready for Empire Rising.
who voice-overed that?
That was Hedy. Hedy did it. He did the voice.
Sounds incredible.
He sounds so manly. He looks man. He sounds.
I'd like him to record a voicemail note for me to give.
I might also pimp him out on that thing. Do you know when people can send people videos like voice chats like "Happy birthday, Dave"? Or
I want that music in the background, and I want him to record me a voicemail.
Happy birthday, John.
Well,
Smith,
yeah, I mean,
generic thing.
if he's available at very, very cheap rates, he's more than welcome to help us out with a little bit of intros and some of our voices and stuff like that.
Sound bites. We want some sound bites for him.
Sound bites are always good. We're trying to collect sound bites. So yeah, if you've got any of those, send those to us as well. Right. On that note, we will see you.
Can we have
next
a rage
week.
one?
Have a good week.
Next week.
There we go. Love it.
All right, thanks so much.
See you later, Gunts.
Take care, everyone.
Again.
Bye.
It was again.
Love you all.
Gents,
Again.
it's the lip. It's getting in the way of my speaking. Say it.
Adrian. See you later.
Bye, mate.
Champion.